Hey y'all, hey. So it's me, Kanisha, again, back with day 4 of the self-love journey. I'm just coming back till I can stay consistent. A big thing what I've learned about myself in this journey is I'll quit. I'm a quitter. I'll give up. So on things that I don't want to give up on, I'm just gonna practice and just give myself to just keep going, not giving up because I am a quitter. What I had to realize is it's okay to be a quitter, but just quitting in the areas that not serving me, in the areas that it feel like it's getting hard. I have to build up the resilience. So today is day 4. Yesterday was disconnecting. It was the digital detoxing day. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I did not go a whole 24 hours without getting on social media. I was putting out little fires and I had to go on social media to pick out something, like pick something up. I was actually looking for something for someone, and so I picked up the social media. I didn't get on the TikTok live yesterday, which I really wanted to. So, but what I did learn about myself, what I was is very productive. I got a lot of things accomplished that I wanted to get accomplished. I did things that, like just going through my phone and removing a lot of the drafts that I had. I had a lot of draft messages that I was going to send out to different people, and for whatever reason, they just were not sent or whatever the reason may be. So I went through and I deleted a lot of people's numbers that I'm not going to use anymore. I did a detox like that through my phone. um what I Today is self-care day, so day 4 is self-care day, but I'm just going to reflect on the digital detox a little bit more, because what I learned was we are a society that we are basically into what other people are into. So what I mean by that is, if others are doing something, then we want to be in on it. It's like we have the fear of missing out by human nature. So if people and I went through that yesterday, it's like, all right, so are they missing me on on Facebook? No, goddamn well, then people didn't care if I was there or not there. I didn't have to announce it. Nobody was gonna come like, oh my God, you didn't post a million posts today. So, where are you or anything like that. But what I realized is that life is gonna still go on. Life is still gonna go on. And so it made me realize, like, I don't have to show up for these people because they're gonna figure it out if I don't make a way for them. If I focus on myself and I focus on doing what I need to do for me, I don't have to show up for others. I don't have to be that person to this and I'm gonna just be 100% transparent. I could see it on the camera. These little pieces of hair, they're growing in. So I'm excited about that. The little pieces of hair that are growing in. My medication made my hair just do this wonky shit. So my hair is doing this wonky stuff. My weight is all over the place. I'm back to taking the ISOT because I want to make sure that I don't go up anymore. I gained a whole lot of weight and just taking the medication that the doctors prescribed to me. So now I'm at a point where I'm like, okay, I want to holistically heal. So that's the whole point of this whole self-love journey, this whole journey. It's like when you're going through things, man tells you that you're not going to make it. Man tells you that this is what you need to have for your medication. They're doing it for their own good. They're not doing it for my good. So I want to be an advocate for myself, my health, for my own health. And I want you guys to have the tools and the resources to become the advocates of your own health and self as well. Um, and just being able to pour in your souls. So I was talking about, I did a video a little while ago, the saying that we are living in a hustle and bustle. This day and age, it's like if you're not moving and shaking and moving and shaking the world, you're going to miss it. And that's kind of going through the human fear of missing out. If we're not moving and shaking, it's like who can move at the highest level, at the top level. And we shouldn't, and we weren't designed to do that. We were designed to rest. It's oh, I'll sleep when I'm dead. No, that's not the mentality that we should be able to design. The people that the most millionaires are getting 8 hours of sleep. So why is it that we're moving and shaking just to get a little piece of the pie, and they have the biggest chunks of the pie and they're getting 8 hours of sleep, and they're dedicating their time to meditation, and they're dedicating their time. And then if you think about it, the people with the money have the resources to be able to do the things that we're not getting the bigger picture. So we have to put ourselves in alignment with the thought processes that these millionaires have and the billionaires have. And we have to start changing the way that we do things. So if we're getting 8 hours of sleep, and I'm going to be honest with you, I struggle with getting 8 hours of sleep. But what I realize is when I start changing my regimen, I'm going to start doing that and incorporating that into my sleep pattern, because I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning like it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I want to be able to get 8 hours of sleep, and I want to be able to put myself on do not disturb and not make myself readily available for anybody, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to prioritize my sleep. I want to be able to prioritize my self-care. I want to be able to be a little bit more selfish and intentional about the way that I'm treating myself, because I poured this love into others. I was a mother. I gave my kids everything. I nurtured them. But then if I have an ache, I'll push through. If I have a pain, I'll push through. And then I'm pushing through, building up a resilience instead of tending to it and nurturing it as if I would for everyone else. So why am I building up this resilience for myself and I'm not building up that same resilience for everyone else, and I'm nurturing everyone else? So I'm taking the time and the moments to be able to cultivate myself and to be able to pour into the love into myself. And I feel like we all need to do that. If we take moments to meditate and realize that it's okay to be selfish, because this is how we were designed. It's okay to feel that. I think that we have to reprogram the way that we were programmed, the way that things that we were taught, the things that we feel that, oh, well, it's worked for them, but you have to realize what works for you. And people will be quick, well, that worked for me. Well, you know what? It might not work for me. And it's okay. Whatever worked for you, I'm proud of you for whatever you did to work for yourself. But now I have to put whatever is in place for me, whatever my creator has in space for me. Everything that worked for you might not necessarily work for me. I receive what you have for me in love. I do. But now we have to move on and let me be able to figure out the way that my creator created for me to be. And so that's what we're cultivating here, a practice of just staying in a place of understanding where your creator has for you to be, and just being there and living in it and accepting it for who it is, for what it is, and in who you are. I'm trying to drink my tea. That's the Iazo tea. It's the brewed tea. So I need to lose, like I said, I'm gonna maintain. Well, no, I need to lose. I would like to lose another maybe 25 pounds before my birthday. It's a dress I don't want to wear. I want to get some of the, where I had my arms cut, they're swelling because of the water. It's like water weight. So I got to go back into the compression garments and do some, like, doing more stretching and things of that nature. So I'll be doing the stretch exercises and doing the things that I need to do, because when you have plastic surgery, a lot of times they don't tell you. And I didn't have I did have reconstructive surgery on my arms to remove the skin, and then they had to redo muscle repairs. So the arms are not like the muscle it's repairing. But there's like a lot of water that's built up. So I do need to put the compression garments back on. I know that they told me that, and start doing a lot of strength training in my arms to be able to get them where I want them to be. So that's where I'm working at. Just like, just putting myself in a space where I'm physically feeling where I want to be, and just strength training and just building my core where I want to be, back to where I was at prior to the pandemic. And so I'll be doing a lot of this reflection in the Faded Wellness Center. I actually have meditations that are coming up. We'll be putting those. So, transparent moment. I was able to record hella videos and a lot of content to be able to put onto this YouTube channel. So I have this channel here. Like I said, this is derived to go to the Love Rehab, which is a part of the Faded Wellness Center. I'm driving everything to the Faded Wellness Center because honestly, everything that I'm doing here is the practices that we're doing in the Faded Wellness Center. Everything that I'm using on the tools in my everyday life, we have available as tools and resources for you in the Faded Wellness Center. So I'm just going on my journey and my life path and what I'm doing and what is going to work for me or what's not working for me. I'm just sharing this guy with you guys. And I want to share, my stories with you guys along the way. Um, as far as and I'm like just trying to be transparent with everything, because I do feel that a lot of people on these apps and on these they're lying. Like, I'm not gonna put on makeup, and I'm not gonna put on a facade and have filters and things of this nature. This is me, and what you get, my roots are fuzzy. I am hair fluffy. I'm just doing whatever it is. I'm not trying to put on a facade. I'm just giving you the raw honest truth. I don't even got on lipstick today. I don't wear lipstick on a regular basis. Like, I'm just gonna give you who I am, my authentic version. And I'm already getting, I'm like, damn, I only been posting for, this is day 4. I've gotten on my link in bio, I had 3 people put fuck you, you're a terrible person in an email. So it's like, all right, I'm not even doing anything yet. I'm just sharing my journey and sharing the self-love. So if you guys feel like I'm a terrible person, and I just, by all means, my apologies for feeling like that. It's nothing that you're going to do to be able to change the way that I feel about you, nor am I going to be able to change anything that you feel about me. So I'm going to continue to be here. It's nothing that you guys can really say that really is going to, I'm a terrible person. All right, fuck me. Okay. Whatever you can say. I know what it is. I'm comfortable with myself. I'm, confident that you're not my person. And if you have to go through all of that to type in and go through all of that, then I'm just going to send positive vibes to you. I don't have time to go back and forth with people. I don't have time to argue with people. I don't have time to do anything else but lead with love and uplift with love and to pour out love, because ultimately at the end of the day, that's really all we need to be doing is walking in love. And it's somebody that took out that much time to feel that I was a terrible person by sharing my self-love journey, then I just pray for you. However you feel like that sees fit. So, moving forward, I'm still going to continue on with this self-love journey. I'm going to continue on and pouring into myself. Today is day 4. Today is self-care day. And I'm excited too, because today we're doing a virtual tea experience. Now, the Faded Tea Experience is basically we're sitting down having conversations. We're having tea. We're doing healing. So we're going to do that tonight. We're going to do it tonight on Zoom, and we'll record it. We have some, like, healing things that we'll do, some healing components. So I'm really excited about that and that journey that we're going to be doing. I'm excited about just moving forward with the way that the wellness center is going. I just got approved to do a sponsorship program. So we're looking for sponsors. If you want to sponsor an event, I have 3 workshops, healing workshops that are, in the place right now. I'm just looking for sponsors for them. So if you know anybody that wants to be a sponsor, that would like to, broadcast their business and put their business out there, then by all means, like, let's connect, because we're looking for sponsors to be able to sponsor workshops and healing sessions. And we're actually putting together a summit for men, and we're doing a wellness summit. So there's things that we're putting together. There's, I have meditation books now available on my, Kicking It with Kanisha website, and then we also have meditation books available on the Faded Wellness Center's website, and we also have just different items that we have available for sale, coming that are available for you, for just to be able to help you with your tools. I'm also doing a video on ways to be several videos on ways to be able to increase your income, because that's what I feel like the biggest problem is. So at Faded Wellness Center, we are making sure that you're balanced physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. So we'll be doing things on how to increase your income. We have a TikTok series on increase your income. What is it? Increase your income series on TikTok, where there are different things that we're trying and testing to see. We see so many people on there that's lying. So how are you making money on online? Are people really making money with digital products? There are a lot of people that are saying it. We do have digital products available. We have several digital products available. Have we made hands over fist amounts of money the way that people are saying? Not at this point in time. Have we made money with it? Yes. So it is possible to make money with it. So now we have to see, how do we strategize? They're telling us that, okay, you can put it on there, but they're not telling us, how do you market it? How do you strategize? How do you put it into a better perspective to be able to make the money that they're saying? They're not telling you that they want you to pay for that information. Rightfully so, I understand that. So now what we're doing is going a step above and beyond. Like, we're putting the list together. We have a vendors list with vending machines where I've helped 4 different people. I didn't help a handful of people, but I've helped 4 people be able to build routes on vending machines, and they have their routes together, and now they're, putting their contracts in place and things of that nature. So what we're doing is taking the vendors list that we have of the vendors, we're putting that together with different scripts that you can, different contracts that you can, and we're putting it together as a course for anybody that wants to do vending machines. And then we're also showing you different places that have routes available in certain areas. We'll show you, like right now I have someone that is doing I think it's like 6 vending machines for with routes that's already together, full routes, for 10 grand. So if you want to be able to get into the vending machine business, we can help you be able to, put the resources together to be able to get there. I'm not telling you that this is going to be your exact amount of money, but if you put the work in, these are the potentials that you can actually make, and we'll show you how to do that. We also have vending machines that we're working on. We have mink lashes. We have drop shipping. These are all businesses that we worked in or helped other people. Logistics, that's another business that 3 of my millionaires that I've helped are all in a logistics business. So I want to be able to help people strategize on how to get their CDLs. Like, I started with someone with helping them get their CDLs, and all the way up into making their logistics business a multi-million-dollar company. So I want to be able to put people into places to be able to help them. And it's just helping people get the resources to be able to get where they need to be. So I can't do it for you. You have to be able to have the drive and the passion to be able to do it yourself. I was working on a workshop last night, and we were talking about your why. We have been talking about your why and getting in front of the customers that you're dealing with, and understanding what your customers needs are. But then we have to also understand, what is your sacrifice. So that we were talking about that last night. And then when you understand, like, where is your sacrifice, what are you willing to put in? I can't want it for you more than you want it for you. You have to want it for yourself. I have the group, the Million to Millionaire Movement, and I have been putting free resources. There's, like, right now this week we're reading As a Man Thinketh, and As the Man Thinketh, I put the free resource in there. You can read it for free. Only one person out of 200 and something people said, hey, I'm reading it because of your recommendation. But that is a life-changing book, As a Man Thinketh, because now if you're thinking it and you realize that all of the people that are successful, Tesla, Zuckerberg, what's the Bezos, Oprah, all of these successful people started in their mind that they were going to be successful. You hear people, when you hear the successful people, when they're interviewed, the first thing, oh, I knew when a kid I was going to be such and such. So they've known this for all of these years. They didn't just wake up and say, hey, I'm going to be great. They knew it, and then they walked in it, and they walked in their purpose. So now if you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s or even in your 60s, you have some years that you need to catch up with. So you got to get it in your mind first. We have to put it in your mind. So we have to unlearn all of the stuff and all of the stinking thinking that we have had in the past, and start putting it in our future. That if you want to be a millionaire, you have to start thinking like a millionaire today. You have to start walking in your purpose of being a millionaire starting today. So these are the things that I want everybody that is able to watch me and see what I'm saying to be. Anybody that hears my voice, you have to start changing your thought process today. Start changing the way that you think. Start changing the way that you believe about yourself. Start with the affirmations. And so when you start pouring into yourself, today is self-care. You're going to think about yourself as a millionaire today. You're going to pour into yourself. If you think about it, how these rich people or the wealthy. I'll say wealthy because there's a difference between with rich and wealthy to me, and we'll go over that another time. But if you look at all of the wealthy people, they're eating better, they have better regimens, they do spa days, they do, because they understand the importance of pouring back into themselves. And we're, as the lower class, we don't feel that we need that when we deserve it just as much, or if not more, because we have more things that we need to worry about. How the bills get paid. I never understood when people say, I gotta worry about how I pay my bills, I gotta worry about how I pay my bills. When you just take a moment, we're running. Now you're giving so much energy into worrying about paying your bills. You're lacking the energy that you need to put into other places. And if you lack those energy to put into other places, just maybe, you can get the answers to pay your bills if you focus on something else. That's just a thought that I had. If we just sit and focus on getting in one with ourselves, connecting to your higher self, all of the rest of the stuff will come to you. You'll understand that. In the end of it all, you'll understand. You'll be able to get all of the answers you need if you take a moment to just be silent. If you just take a moment to just get in contact with yourself. Meditation, and I'm gonna probably talk about meditation every single day during this journey, because every time I sit down and take a moment to meditate, I learn something else more about meditation. It's like it's really like plugging into the outlet. Like, if once, the only way that I could look at it and analogize it is when we're looking at our cell phones. When the cell phone gets down to 15%, that little red button. I can't speak for everybody. I got a Droid. I don't got an iPhone. I think the iPhones is a little bit different. I do have a Droid, but at 15%, the little red dot comes on. And sometimes immediately I'm like, all right, let me make sure that my charger is real close, because once he gets down to 5%, it's like, all right, especially if I'm in the middle of doing something, I know at 5%, I might have a good 15, maybe 25 minutes left. And if I'm in the middle of something, I'm going to lose it or not be able to do it. So let me get to a power source. It's the same thing with meditation. It's like, all right, you're at your 5%, you need to get to the power source. So we're so hell bent on making sure that our phones and our laptops and our tablets and all of our electronic devices are at full charge and the highest power. Why are we not looking at that with ourselves? We need to look in ourselves and say, you know what? I need to be connected to that charge source. I need to get to that charge source. And how you get connected to that charge source is taking a moment and going within. You find that through meditation. Take a moment and go within. You know, no matter how it looks for you. If it's saying take a moment to pray, take a moment to just sit alone with yourself and just do breathing exercises. You don't have to think about anything. Just take a few moments to breathe in, breathe out. And that's really all you're doing, is just taking in the positivity, breathing out the negativity. Even if you just do that for a cycle of 2 to 3 minutes, or even 2 to 3 times, you don't even need a full minute. Let's say you only have 60 seconds. You just take a moment and now you're just recharging. But the longer you spend to recharge, the same thing with your cell phone, the longer you keep it on, the more charge it gets. So the longer you're spending time in meditation, the more charged up you get. And the more charged up you get, the better you are at optimizing your performance. And that's what it is with a cell phone. If you realize, sometimes you can't do a backup if it's not at a certain percent. You can't, your battery doesn't, your flashlight doesn't shine if it's not at a certain percent. Your screen doesn't even go a certain brightness if it's not a certain percent, because it takes more of your energy to charge. So the world needs you at 100% on a daily basis. So you need to just connect with your higher power on a daily basis, because once you're connecting with a higher power on a daily basis, now you're charging up. So now you're able to optimize your performance when you're dealing with the rest of the world. So now when you're coming around these people with their bags of garbage, and they're going to have their bags of garbage, people not going to just get rid of their garbage just to deal with you. Oh no, it's not. This contrary is absolutely the difference. They're going to give you more of their garbage, because now they want you to be able to give them some kind of peace or some kind of leeway or some kind of ray of sunshine, especially if they're walking in the dark with this garbage. So they're going to be looking towards you to be able to help them out, to be able to release them from some of the garbage. So we need to be able to put ourselves in alignment with recharging every day. And we recharge by filling ourselves with self-love. We recharge by giving ourselves the things, that being in gratitude, meditating, just staying in positivity. Once you're depleted, you can't stay around negativity. Once you're depleted, being around negativity, it's contagious. If you ever see, when you buy a bag of oranges, if one of the oranges is not good, if you don't get that out of that bag, the rest of the oranges around it are going to start rotting immediately. But as soon as you take it away, they have more life expectancy. It's the same thing with people. It's the same thing. That negative energy is very contagious. So now if I'm in a negative space, I'm around you, now my negativity is going to come off on you, and now it's going to fluctuate around the entire environment. The entire environment is a negative environment, and negativity doesn't seem to want to, it has no discrimination. It's going to stay with whoever is going to be able to attach to. So now what we have to do is put ourselves in a position where it's like, you know what, I don't want to be attached to any negativity. And people say it all the time, but it's the most negative people running around. I don't want to be negative. But you're the negative hater, and you're the one that's in a cut, and you're the one that's looking where I'm the petty. You're a certain age. Pettiness is not looked at as pettiness. It's looked at as misery. Misery loves company, and now that misery wants to put you in a place of, I'm petty but I'm being miserable, and I want you to be miserable too. We have to eliminate that negativity, that place of feeling like I need to be because I'm a fear of leaving out. We have to eliminate that. I'm mad you doing your whole thing behind my video.
Oh, you can see me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's the IAZO tea. When I mixed it with my I have a morning motivation. It's honey. It's morning motivation, but it's like a sweetener. So it's honey, ginger, lemon, um turmeric, black pepper, and cinnamon with apple cider vinegar. So I took the brewed tea. I just took the brewed tea, poured it in there, put two, what are these, teaspoons? 2 teaspoons of the honey in there, and like mixed it up really well. And I'm drinking it. I actually warmed it up, but it's really good. Like I love the flavor that it has, and then hopefully with the IAZO tea, I'll be going to the bathroom within the next couple of hours. I ain't really going nowhere or nothing like that, so we'll see how it goes. But anyway, today is day 4 of the self-love journey. Today we're going to be doing some self-care. Today is, like, a self-care day. We're going to be doing some more video shooting, so we have more content to create. Tonight we're going to be doing the virtual tea experience every Thursday night from 8:30. We'll be doing a virtual tea experience. We're going to be doing healing. We'll have different components. It's only $5 to join on Zoom. We're not trying to do like break the bank or anything. We just want people to be able to come in and do some healing, have some conversation. We'll just like do networking. It's like a networking mixer with a healing component. We'll just come on and just chat with everyone, have like, wholesome conversation. Maybe not so wholesome. Knowing me, it probably won't always be wholesome. That's why we gotta do it on Zoom, and we can't do it on Facebook Live, because it is who it is. I am who I am, and I can't change that. But we're going to have healing conversations. We'll sit, we'll talk. I have some exercises for people to do. I have some gifts and prizes for people that join. And we just want to be able to let you guys know that we're healing. We're in a space of healing. We're tired of playing games with people, just being in a place of brokenness. So we're trying to do something to change. If I do something to change one person, then I feel like I've lived my purpose. So the goal is to build 1 million millionaires inside the Million to Millionaire movement. But at that meantime, in between time, we're just going to balance people and just balance their life groups mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, sexually, financially. And we're just going to move forward in that. with the Faded Wellness Center. Every morning from 7 to 8 we have meditation and motivation. I'm not sure if I want to do it between 6 and 7 or 7 and 8. I think it'd probably be better to do between 6 and 7 because people can do it while they're getting ready for work, getting their routes ready for work. And I wasn't sure if I was going to continue to do it on Zoom or do it on Discord so people could just kind of like chime in on the Discord. So we're doing beta testing with that right now just to see which direction we want to go in. But right now we're doing it on Zoom, and it's at 7 o'clock in the morning every Monday through Friday. And I think we're going to add the component in on Saturday and Sunday because people do need motivation every morning. So we're just playing around with it. We'll see. I'll let you guys know as I keep going on. Like I said, this is just me sharing my story with you guys, and what works for me and what doesn't work. So I'm just being 100% transparent. That's all I have for you today. Join me tomorrow for day 5 of the self-love journey. If we're falling in love with ourselves. Follow me on Instagram or Facebook, and then you can follow the Faded Wellness Center, because with the Faded Wellness Center, everything that we have going on is going to be there. Tonight on Zoom, we're doing the Faded Tea experience. It's the virtual experience. I'm really excited about that, so you guys can join us in there for that too. Thank you for joining me as usual. If you like what I have going on here, if you like what I say, you can subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend, share the videos with a friend, and hopefully something that I say here will be able to help somebody move along. Thank you. Namaste.